Hello, everybody. Good evening. You still have the Last Camp stream tag? Do I? Maybe I do. Huh. I can take that off real quick. Proves I haven't fully checked every. Oh, yeah, we do have the Lost Champs. Well, it's off now. Done.
It doesn't exist anymore.
Not to the same extent, but yes. It's done. But also, Longy. Been the 5th sub. Beautiful.
Yeah, thanks, Longy, for the sub.
Yeah, Longy. Who's this Longy guy? You've never seen him before in this channel. Who is he? Who is this guy?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I appreciate him just coming in, subbing in. That's what you like to see, right?
Still in the channel description. Oh, I'm not changing the channel description. I can do that later. Do it later. It's not a now problem. It's a later problem.
Yeah. I mean, no one's gonna notice or
It's fine. It's fine.
really care.
I've also got things on my desk that I need to stop playing with because that's just force of habit of picking up things and being like, I need to play with stuff. It's fine. It's cool.
I get that. I have that a lot as well.
Tweak my camera because I'm not sat center in the frame. But yes, now Nightbot is just going absolutely nuts. It's like, people have chatted! Quick! Jesse, good evening.
Let me throw it. Let me do my job.
I have a job. What is the schedule? Stuff is happening. That is the schedule. We don't really have timings. Our third host is going to be a bit late because they only woke up about half an hour ago and they need to cook food. So yes. But
typical UTB stuff.
Yeah, we're very much on the ish here. Whenever we do kind of a bit more chilled stuff, it's always on the ish. Everything's ish. Just we'll start bang on time, but everything's just whatever. But yes. Oh, what a year it was last year. That was quite an achievement that we managed to get through with things. Like we had quite a few top 3 places in various different seasons and different tiers, which was is definitely something. Is definitely something showing that we are definitely a force to play around with. Like, obviously, as you are a player, like what what was kind of like your feelings from last season and just last year in general as a player? Like, how did you kind of feel about that?
Yeah. Okay. Well, coming from a player's perspective, I think like watching UTB grow and become bigger, have more formats, have more reach, have more collaborations with different orgs. It was really cool to see just everything becoming bigger and bigger. So that's what I really liked. And then as for my team, it was just nice to fight in our league while just seeing that other players were also doing their stuff in their leagues, and you could see casts of other players, you could see casts of your own matches. And it was really cool. It really felt like a unity, like as if every player had their spot in the community and had the ability to show themselves to the world.
Yeah, it's definitely, especially seeing like the teams kind of like evolve as the season went on, and other seasons as well. Just seeing like them adapting to things was quite a intense thing, especially from like a caster's point of view. My light in the background is flickering and it's starting to really annoy me. Sorry, please hold whilst I sort this out. Technical difficulties. So you can just see it's just flickering in the background and it is really starting to frustrate me. I need to go to like there. Okay. It's much better. I could just see it flickering in the background. Like, no, that's annoying me now. But yeah, no. Obviously, from a caster's point of view, it was quite a lot of the times, like, you know, typical caster thing, screaming at the players, hoping that they would hear you. But a lot of the time, they're like, "I can't have the stream on, otherwise you'll lose focus," kind of thing. And I'm screaming like, "How do you not see this?" But it's like, obviously, you're making those split-second decisions, and it's just one of those things. But yeah, as I said, like we had quite a few top 3 places. Heartbreakers came 3rd in their last season, and it was a bit of an unfortunate thing where they definitely could have taken it, but I think the pressure just got to them in that in the quarterfinals, and it just kind of cracked where they just slipped up. But they still ultimately took away with 3rd place, which was great. But obviously, the big thing for us where we finally broke that curse with the Godfathers taking it in tier 4, coming home with the win, coming in 1st place. Absolutely phenomenal effort from the team. Like, just interviewing them after, the pressure on them was just insane. And it was... the hype was real with that one. It was so real with that. And, yeah.
Yeah, it was a crazy series that they managed to actually pull around and win eventually. So that was crazy to see, and I'm so happy for them actually, because since they joined, they've been fighting for victories and for league wins and all of that, and they've been so passionate about it. So they really deserve it to finally have broken the curse and crown themselves victorious in LOS champs.
Indeed, yeah. Because to me, sometimes it feels like, you know, they're fighting for their recognition and be like, look at us, we're here, we can play, we can do this. And it's like, yeah, you don't really have to prove yourselves. You are a phenomenal team as it is. And it's just like, you can see that their communication skills are there and everything. Just like, they just had it. That whole match, they just had it. And it was just a sight to see. Loved it. It was definitely a great one to cast.
Yeah. And they're also just friends. That's what I like about it so much. It's like they
just click.
Exactly. They have experience together and they have fun times together. So it's really cool to see them going all the way.
Yes. Yeah, the teams that where you see the just click are the ones that always just they get each other. They know how each other play. They know where they're going to be because they can hang out and have fun at the same time as, you know, being serious and actually doing it. They can have fun at the same time because they're friends. They can just do it, and I think that's definitely one of our morals here is just have fun and just not try and get too stressed about these kinds of things. Like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, oh well, move on. You have fun because it's a game at the end of the game. at the end of the game,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, even. But yeah.
Definitely, and I also think it helps you if you click together, if you have basic good morality in the team. It's also easier to cope with losses because you're still friends after all, and winning is not the only focus that you're having. Like you're still trying to enjoy the game, and that's why that's so important to just have a good chemistry, and the Godfathers definitely have those.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. We also had the Invitational. I wasn't around for that one because I was back home at my parents, so I was not around for that, unfortunately. But you were, as one of the main casters there, so tell us about that.
I was hosting the whole event, and it was a blast. That's the second event in our Invitational series. It was even better than the first one. Of course, this time we didn't have a UTB team winning it all, but I mean, we needed to do something to make it less rigged. So that's why
can't follow the script too much.
Exactly, that's why we left it to our friends from DevCloud this time, which was very cool because we had Space Crisp, the owner of DevCloud, also join us and help us out with the cast. So it was really cool to see them go all the way, and they also quite they dominated the competition quite well. So yeah, I think they had one close series where they went to game 5, but all the other games they won quite dominantly. And UTB also came quite far. They made upper bracket finals, but then dropped there and also lost in lower bracket finals. But it was still really cool to see. And I remember it like starting with an insane series that we casted on the mainstream, and then also the grand finals again on the mainstream were just a really cool opener and finisher for the Invitational. And I mean, we had a prize pool. We had a big prize pool of 200 euros. Which is also amazing. I mean, the first Invitational, I don't even remember how much it was there.
I think it's like 150. I think.
Yeah, I don't know whether it got higher. I think so.
Yeah, I think we have. I think we have more this time. I think we had more this time around, potentially. I don't know. Maddie will say because part of the winning team last time. I can't remember how much it was. 150. There you go. 151. So yeah, so it's more this time around, and with every Invitational, the prize pool will hopefully keep growing, and interest will also keep growing, and we'll be able to provide more for the teams that want to play.
I mean, 200 euros as a prize pool for a tourney of that tier, let's say, is already insane. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think there's many other tournaments that actually have a prize pool that big with players that low, let's say. So yeah, like I already think it's really cool. And then we still had the chance to split the prize money between the first place DevCloud Ascend and then the second place 3DG Infinity Crimson. So even the second place went home with a little pocket money.
Yeah.
To spend. So yeah, I think it was a blast, and I'm already looking forward to the next one, which will be next month.
Indeed.
And it's gonna be bigger, better, and just everything better, more.
Speaking of, did we ever get around to confirming the dates for that? The next one. I'm gonna have to scroll back now, aren't I?
That's a good question that we could have been prepared for, but we're not, which is perfectly fine. I don't even think we agreed on an exact date yet. I mean, Head Start would probably know, but I think I would have had that noted down in my calendar if it was.
I think Head Start just asked about like what weeks people are.
Yeah,
available.
I mean, mostly it also depends on who's gonna cast, and then we're gonna talk to the casters and schedule the date there to make sure that they are available. So it makes sense to keep it open and not set the date before actually trying to find casters.
Okay, so scrolling back a whole month was when literally this time last month we seem to have the most votes on the 22nd of February. That seems to be the most popular one within the production team for that. So that is probably going to be where we're roughly going to be aiming to. So yeah, that should in theory have the most people available, which will be it'll be great. It'll be great to see what we come up with this time. Because I said every time bigger and better.
You already call it the production team. Like the production value is gonna we're trying to improve even more, especially on the mainstream. We're trying to make it more professional and have actually one producer behind the hosts and the casters that will be organizing everything in the background. And then of course still we have our organizing team that is there for creating lobbies and administrating the tournament. So yeah, we're trying to improve still, even though I think the previous Invitational was already a great success and already had great professionalism.
Yeah, we're learning from various places and we're trying to step up the game just to make it easier on players, casters, whatnot. We're just trying to make it easier and flow a bit better, so then it's a more I would say comfortable experience for everyone, a better experience for everyone, so it doesn't feel like oh sorry, I've got to change this real quick, give me a minute. Someone else is already doing that, whilst you can just continue just doing your thing. So you don't have to worry too much about what's going on behind the scenes. It's just you're sat here, someone else is changing those scenes, and it'll just be a crisp experience.
Yeah, it's really comfortable for the casters, so they can just focus completely on what's happening on the field.
Indeed, yes. Yes, that is definitely a thing. Do we have any more details? Again, Headstart is the person to talk about that. I forgot to actually ask Headstart if he was around to do a chat about that. I completely forgot about those things.
The man in the back.
Yeah.
The man in the background.
Just turn around, look at the guy behind you, and just scream at him and go and ask him. That's Headstart. But I'm grateful for him to be on board with the team and helping out do those kinds of things. He, every time comes through bigger and better, and we're grateful to have him on the team. I don't know what else I can say about that. Thank you.
yeah, definitely. And also about the team number, we've been going back and forth with that. But I think for the next one we're gonna leave it for 8. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's what we agreed on, and eventually it's gonna be Headstart's decision. But yeah, we're keeping it small. We're trying to focus on the professionalism first.
Yeah.
And then when we feel comfortable with all of that, we're gonna expand to more teams, and then also we will have more teams that are actually want to join as well. So I think that the one comes with the other.
Yes. Yeah, so it's we want to get the model that works first before we start bringing in more to, change it up. We want to be like, cool, this model works, this method works. Okay, now we can apply it to a bigger thing, as it were.
Yeah, upscale.
Yeah, that's the word. My brain is very much on slow go because yesterday was a really long day for me. I didn't get home until 11:30 at night, so it's been a really long day. So it's my brain is very much on slow go today. So
that's alright. We don't need to perform today. No. It's all chill.
It's all chill, just spitting out the facts. That's what we're doing.
Just throwing out there what we're on about.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Kuro says about 15 minutes, but that was 17 minutes ago. I'm not going to pester him though. But yes, new year, new me, as I quoted in the next section. Oh, there's Kuro. Sup? Whenever you're ready, you can. Do you even have permission to get into the streaming? I think you do.
You should. Yeah.
Should do. As a caster, I'm pretty sure you do. If not, jump into the waiting room and I'll drag you in if you can't. Either way. But yes. But yeah, new year, new UTB. There he is.
Yes, I have permissions.
Great.
Very nice.
I can, put you as a camera on here if you want, but I have not set up an overlay for that.
It doesn't need to.
If you don't, you don't have to. If
And
you
I
don't
don't
want
have to turn on my light.
That's fine. I just need to turn you up a bit. There we go. Beautiful.
I would like to apologize for being late.
That's okay. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry,
Real life stuff
don't worry.
happens. I need to send you the link so you know what we're reading off.
That would be handy.
Is this? And where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. I said, the conference stuff. All chill. We're not stressing about production value here. That's what we're reading off. Beautiful.
Yeah, that's the script. So far, I've been taking your lines. I've just been talking to myself.
So yeah, how did you feel about it? Oh yeah, it was really good. But yes, I said new year, new me. We got some new teams this year and some slightly rejigged teams, as it were. So we've kind of swapped players around, made new teams out of it, and we've also got a new team actually starting in. And because you arrived right at the right time, Kuro. Starting at the top, UTB Arise. Tell us about that, where your journey started and why Arise is the name.
Well, the name it might not be super original, but I myself am a mega anime fan and all the Korean webcomics as well. And this is actually inspired and a little bit taken from one of the more popular Korean comics called Solo Leveling. It is his catchphrase. And I found it very fitting for it to be for the team that I am in and run, because I have had a rough history with teams that pretty much sadly died out due to bad choices from myself and my teammates. I did take a little bit of a break in between to figure out how I'm going to do all of this, and the guy is a necromancer. He says arise to summon his necromancer minions, and it's raising someone from the dead, so I found it quite fitting as a team name.
Oh, there's a whole
whole backstory to that.
About the second new team, I don't know whether they have a similar story to explain.
There's a whole backstory to that where it's like, Arsenal's like, why V3? Because it's the third iteration. Great. Having a whole backstory, yeah, that's fun. Oh yeah.
Yeah, with most things I do with names and stuff, I decide to think a lot about it. So. But currently we are, I would say, to keep it in a nice term, we are currently in the workshop trying to figure out a few things.
Mm-hmm. Which is fun.
We had a good start, and unfortunately had one of our players and one of my friends retire. That did kind of hit us hard, but we're working back on bouncing back, practicing, training, opening tryouts, trying to find the missing piece that we still require.
Mm-hmm.
And if anyone is interested, please reach out to me.
Oh yeah, we can probably organize some form of open tryout sessions and things like that, just to help out. But also, put out the feelers there, see if anyone else wants to create a team, things like that. Because we're always looking for more players, more teams of all ranks. It doesn't have to be, around the higher ranks. We can have some lower teams. We can have some much higher teams. Like, we can take on people from SSL right the way down to gold if necessary. Like, we're happy to cater. We're not being like you must be a grand champ or nothing. We're happy to cater for everyone. So if you have a team that you want to put together, Longy is your man. He is the man to help. Because
yeah, definitely.
As I have put here, Longy is the quote-unquote talent scout. He's the one that will deal with all teams and help you on your steps to joining the UTB family, as it were. And yeah. Yes, we do take names very seriously here, especially your team name, Salad. It's a very serious name.
How do we even pronounce that?
It is.
We don't know that.
The funny thing is, though, I don't understand why Google Docs doesn't like the first word, but the second word it says it's fine. I'm like,
With the
the
autocorrect.
spell check doesn't like the first word, but the second word says it's fine. I'm like, I put it into Google, and literally the only 2 search results that come up is the UTB team. So it's like, so it's not even a real word yet. Like, what?
That is not Dutch.
No. So if I were to read it, it would be Glurfnug Jorbeldonk is how I would read it.
I think that was
sounds
spot
pretty
on.
good.
Yeah.
That sounds really good.
I mean, I have actually been reading it several times to try and get it into my, like, cool, don't mess it up. It's a really made up name.
He's
Yes.
been practicing.
Well,
Yeah.
when you have difficult names, you got to be able to read it kind of quickly. So it's a skill that you learn.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie, it flows quite well for some reason, even though it's just 2 completely randomly made up words. I think we're gonna hear later maybe more on how
Yes,
that
we will.
name came together.
Yes, we will hear on that a
But
bit
I'm
later
actually very happy about that team coming together, because it's just players from all corners of UTB just finding each other.
Indeed.
So it's really cool to see those 3 guys play together, and then
Yeah.
also I know Nomi is kind of involved, kind of shadowing every coaching and helping out. It's really cool. Yeah.
It is it's definitely something that we'll bring that up later on when we actually get around to doing proper chats with various people just in the shadows lurking. Yeah.
No spoilers. I'm sorry.
No spoilers. We're not, because I put things in a somewhat order because I just kind of like word vomit onto a page and just put down everything, and then I kind of like, oh yeah, interviews, and just shove that right down the end because But yeah, we did have a third team, but that's kind of taken them very much a back seat to the point of almost disappearing. I think it pretty much has disappeared. Well, I mean, we can always catch up with some of the guys that were on it, but not today because I don't think they are available anyway. Plus, I never asked them anyway, so that's the thing. But yes.
Yeah, I mean, they had like 2 showings in the RLCS qualifiers and previously the off-season qualifiers. So they did play together, but unfortunately it did not work out.
Yeah.
As all the player wanted, and I mean, you don't need to force it. So it's perfectly fine that the team does not exist by that name anymore. But
yeah. So I think, a couple of them were looking for a full-time team, and others were just like, I just want something to carry me through RLCS. And I'm like, cool. As a player, I think you'll do better off if you actually look for a team that you can, reliably practice with, play with, and just chill with. Like, it'll help you learn things. It's like, because if you're just going in for a one-off thing, it's like you may as well just solo queue. That's probably the kind of player that you are, in my opinion. Like, it just feels like if you're just going in for the one-off thing, you're just solo queuing at that point, and it's just, you're probably not going to get the result that you're hoping for. You're just hoping that you're going to get in with a team that is good enough to carry you. So it's just a bit...
Yeah, and that shouldn't be the focus. Especially, I felt like with that team, I mean, it's difficult because they were facing tournaments that they wanted to play in, and therefore they needed to create a team to play those tournaments. And then you're not looking for long-term options. You're just taking the first ones that are there.
Indeed.
And I mean, that again results then into miscommunication or just different goals, different values. So yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy to make a long-lasting team. Not gonna lie, it's a long process.
You are here. Yeah, don't worry, Nick. We'll get to you in a bit later on because I was gonna write down the actual schedule for everyone else, but I kind of forgot about it, and I ran out of time because this thing that I did yesterday was very much a last-minute thing thrown on me because that was my plan, was to do this over the weekend, and then I was like, cool, go do this job for us. I was like, cool, I'm out the house now for like 12 hours. But a jellyfish raiding him with the 2 views. Much appreciated. Welcome on in. Hey, what up? Welcome
But
on
it's actually Fellyjish.
Fellyjish. Yes,
What?
I can't
Whoa,
read.
Yo, careful, bro.
My brain is just not working. Yes, Felly. Yes. I said it was a long day yesterday. My brain has not caught up. But at least I have next week off. Okay, my brain will hopefully recover by then. But yes, welcome on in. We appreciate the raid. Welcome to the UTB press conference where we're just chatting about last season and this season. We want to show you some love. I appreciate it, Fellyjish. Very much appreciated. Thank you so much. And yes, enjoy the rest of your day, evening, morning. I don't know what time zone you're in. We're gonna guess evening probably. But yes, we appreciate it. And yes, we do very much love you too for giving us the raid.
I appreciate it a lot. Thank you.
Yes, indeed. I was going to do something, but now it's kind of escaped my mind what I was about to do. Something with OBS. I can't remember what I was going to do now. We'll talk about that later. Yes, those are the teams. You did actually send me the logo. I was going to do logo reveals as well, but I'll deal with that later. Yes, we're going on to the next section because, as some of you may have seen already, posted in the queries and contacts page now on the Discord. Yeah, sure. So the queries and contacts page, we now have an official team, as it were, put together of people that, if you wish to join various things, those are the people that you go to contact for those things. So as I said before, if you are looking to join or create your own team, Longy is the person for that. So
Yes.
yeah, that'll make that process in theory a little easier if you see, here's the people that I go to for various things, rather than just constantly being like pinging one person all the time. It's like, if we have a team of people, it makes it less stressful because, some people have quite a lot on their plate already, so we want to try and spread it out a bit. So then, that's the point of contact. Then they become the standard with, vetting and whatnot. And then, yes. Then we've also got, if you want to have a coaching session or become a coach, Silver Owl is your person to go to. You can coach right the way from, absolute beginners right the way up to SSL. So if you need a coaching session, book him in. Or if you are yourself a coach and would like to join part of the coaching team, again, Silver is your point of contact for that.
Yeah, and that is also the kind of process that we've been trying to do so far, or that we're trying to roll with in the future as well, is that you come to me, you have an idea for a team, you need some players, we'll try to find some additional players for your roster. And then we'll also try to get you into contact with Silver pretty quickly, so you know the man, or you get to know the man that you can address with problems or just questions or anything you have. So yeah, he will get to know the team. He will do some scrims, some replay analysis. So you have a good ground base to start off on, and always a person to address if you have problems. And then also, of course, I'm also available in case of any problems. But Silver is more team and gameplay orientated, and I'm more the
personal
managerial. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, it's one of those kind of words. Us with our two brain cells, we push it together, we might form an entire stream between the three of us. It's just like, here's our two brain cells between us, shove it together, and then we get it. That's just CV.
We're trying our best.
Yes, you're replacing. Yeah, sure. We'll hire Nick now as our bot. Because he seems to be doing a better job than Nightbot, because Nightbot's just spamming the chat, and Nick's like, I'm just gonna do it instead. Yes. If you have any queries about the Invitational, Headstart is your person to go to. But if you're also looking for someone to manage your team or become a team manager, So for other teams, then also Head Start is that person to go to. So because we're looking to kind of expand our reach a little bit more. So for some players, they just be like, cool, I'll be a team captain, but trying to manage what tourneys we're in and things like that, or competitions or whatnot, sometimes can get a little bit overwhelming whilst they're trying to also, find scrims and actually just doing the playing themselves. It can get a little bit overwhelming for some players. So having a point of contact being like, cool, can we have a manager or can you be our manager? Head Start is the person to go for that. And that should help ease a lot of the pain. Pain? No, not the pain. Ease some of the hassle that is associated with that. And then I kind of deal with all the creative side of things, so anything to do with streaming, the YouTubing, and between me and Nomi, we kind of look after the socials as well. So we kind of we do have a couple of other people that have access to it that can post on it. Like obviously Longy can do, Maddie can as well. We have a couple of people that can post on the various socials, but me and Nomi kind of mostly look after it. But general creative team, I am the point of contact. So if you wish to become a caster, come message me and we can kind of set up a time when we can get into a call and just have a chat, so I get to know you. Don't worry, I kind of been slowly, every now and again I kind of go, I'll just go over and scroll and have a couple of things. But yes, indeed. But don't worry, Naomi, I've kind of been slack. But also, it's the Christmas break. I think everybody's been in the same boat of it's been Christmas, we've been taking it nice and slow, but now new year, new season, back into the swing of things. I was trying to get myself back into the swing of doing this kind of stuff. I was like, great, I now have to get ready for this. I've not. That's why I had to ask you for the 2-factor again, because I hadn't booted up that account on there for a while, so it automatically logged me out. But yes, that's a thing. So yeah.
Yeah, I think also the reason for that, and maybe this is a good point to also address that, since I don't see it on the schedule, but I think it's definitely worth talking about. Is, I mean, we would have gotten back into the grind automatically with LOS champs starting, but very last second I think the registration was already closed. We had LOS champs just discontinuing all of a sudden, so that was kind of a punch in the face, because all of a sudden we needed to look for new tournaments, and things were just slowly rolling on again. So that was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I think Kuro is probably a better person to ask, but I'm pretty sure it was a week before it was meant to start, they cancelled it, something like that.
Days.
Oh, days. Oh, in the days aspect.
It was 48 hours before the start of week 1.
Yeah, there you go. From one of the X mods, there you have it. But
I mean, also leaving Go Away and Yukuro jobless, right?
Yeah, it was rough, definitely. And normally, if it's something like that is shutting down, we know ahead of time. But even this, for the owner, Cookies, was not aware that this would happen until it happened.
Yeah,
I mean, makes sense. It was so sudden that I think no one really saw it coming.
Yeah, and then the panic began of trying to find tournaments and things. If you guys find any tournaments out there that you feel like some of our teams might be interested in doing, we should probably create a thing just to say tournament. We'll make a note of that. And do we?
We have the competition list on the Discord, which provides a sample of tournament suggestions made by Head Start.
Yeah.
So also Head Start, the guy, to have a little bit of an overview of what competitions are out there. Because, I mean, LOS Champs was not the only thing that existed. And now, of course, there's also new competitions trying to evolve into the scene. But there's also some that have been ongoing and are definitely worth to be checked out. And also there's different ones with different starting times. So basically, you will always find a competition that is about to start or where registrations are open or about to be opened.
I probably should have shared this like when I found it, but I did actually find another website that showed a lot of these kind of weekly competitions that was going on. I can't remember what the name of the website was, but it was something like more minor ones where, you know, the prize pool's only like 20-30 euro kind of things, but they happen consistently every single week. I can't remember what the name of the website was, but I'll have to find it. But it would be something that, you know, some of the teams could be interested in doing, being like, oh, you know, this week we fancy doing a one-off tournament kind of thing, and seeing where it goes from there. But yeah, because obviously no more LOS, it's kind of thrown a spanner in the works for some of the teams, but it also means it gives them a bit of time to think about, you know, what their next moves are for this year, get a bit more practice in, rather than having to stress about various things.
Yeah, right. And then I mean we had RLCS off season and RLCS qualifiers, and we had some teams participate. So I think last Friday, I think we had 3 teams trying to advance as far as they could in the RLCS. But the problem with RLCS is that you're not allowed to have it casted.
No.
So yeah, people will have to stream it on their own, which also happened, which is really nice. But yeah, I mean, it would have been cool to be able to also cast some RLCS runs. Since I mean, I don't think any team has gotten into day 2, but there were some really exciting matches happening, and those would have been great to be casted to have some output. But so far, yeah, for the RLCS qualifiers, it's just ego perspective streams.
I didn't even realize NG was allowed to do it with the thing, but whatever, you know. I don't know what the
bigger
rules are.
orgs can do it, I think, but then also only at day 3. Yeah, it's a bit weird.
I'd have to read the rules into that. But you know me with rule books. I only do it when I have to because I don't like reading. But yes,
same.
That's what I was about to do. Do you want to talk about us being Twitch affiliate whilst I sort out the next section? So I need to put up the image of it.
Yeah, I mean you skipped a point there, but
yeah, that's what I'm trying to sort out. I need to put the image up.
I get you. We actually managed to become Twitch affiliate last year still. So yeah, that means you can now sub to the UTB Esports Twitch channel, and we are able to have custom emotes, which you can already use, I think, as a subscriber. Or can anyone use it? I'm not sure. I made it. I created them, but I'm not sure myself. But yeah, we have emotes. Can you post them now? But you're subbed as well.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's follower emotes. It says.
Yeah. So I mean, it should be. It would make sense. So I think the past me would also have the same train of thoughts. So yeah. Oh yeah, Nomi can post it, and he's no sub. So yeah, there's your follower emotes, and feel free to use them everywhere you like. So that's really cool. We're also still working on sub badges. I mean, for now, I think everyone that subs is still receiving the creator, or what's it called? The creator's badge?
The founder badge, yeah.
Founder badge, whatever, man. Yeah, it's the founder badge. So far, customized sub badges would not be displayed anyways. That being said, Nick, thank you so much for your sub. Appreciate it a lot.
Indeed.
And enjoy your founder badge.
Yes.
There's 4 more left. 4 more founder badges left. But yeah, we are working on that. And then, of course, now we are able to make money with the UTB streams, and those will directly and 100% go into prize pools for UTB invitationals, or for example, stuff like the next point. If we need freelancers on Fiverr or something like that, we will put our resources into there. So it's definitely for a good cause, and
it's
and
a
if you're
race to
enjoying
get
it
us to
all.
10. Salad and Nomi as well.
Quickly sold out.
Appreciate it, guys. Gotta
Thank you guys
gotta
so
get that
much.
founder's badge in, because even if you unsub, you still retain the founder's badge, which is great. It is great. Yes, we appreciate it, because as long as you said, all the money that we earn from it will go towards our invitationals, and it will help motivate the players a bit more, because then we'll be able to be like, cool, the prize pool is, for example, €400 this time round. Cool, now we can do a first, second, and third place prize. Just to help the players feel a bit more motivated, to actually a reason to try and aim to get to the top 3, rather than just it's a fun little tournament. It's like there's actually now a real incentive to go for it. And it'll definitely be something that we can work towards. All right, let me just get
and I like to be transparent with it, and just like use the money in a sensible way, and contribute it to where it's coming from. So like all back to UTB and the invitationals and stuff like that. So also getting granted a sub, appreciate it a lot, Salad. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. The people that have subbed so far, they definitely deserve the founder's badge.
Not pain. Oof. Oof.
Not
Oof.
pain, no.
Wow. Wow.
But he doesn't get the founder's badge though, because he got it gifted.
Yeah, if you get it gifted, you don't get founders. Oof. That sucks for you. Right, I'm in the writing on that. It's not the clearest, but whatever. I should have actually made this imported this into in-game, but I'll just do this in image. Did you cover all the points on that before I do this? Yes, you did. Great. But also you missed the first point in that section. Twitch Prime.
Yeah, use your Twitch Prime
if you wish.
Of course, now finally you have a reason to use your Twitch Prime subs.
If you've not used it,
finally,
please consider using it on us. If you've not considered using it, please use it on us, because then we can do more stuff. You have more money. Wow. Yes, gifted do not work. Right, I have now got it ready. I just haven't. Whatever, that'll do. But yes. So going back a point, because I forgot to put this on. We have new decals now. So yes, that is a thing. So let's go whoosh. This is what our decals look like, which you can now use in-game with Backismod. So the file, you'll have to scroll back to here with the 5 gifted.
Wow.
5 gifted.
Hero. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Holy shit.
Appreciate it. But yes, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to pin the decals so people can find it easier. It is now a pinned message. So yes, if you have Backismod and wish to use our decals in game, Matt Anglos. Yes, it was Matt Anglossy, wasn't it?
No, it's only Matt.
Oh, it's only Matt. There you go. It's only Matt for the Octane, the Fennec, and the Dominus. So the 3 most commonly used cars between players. Obviously, some players use others, but those are some of the most common cars used. So yes, if you have Backismod, it is in the UTB news channel, and I have pinned it so people can find it quicker without having to scroll back. Yes, that is a thing. Well, you need Alpha Console to apply it, but that's a mod in Backismod.
Exactly. Yeah, most of the players should know about that, or if not, then it's not really difficult. You just need backers mod, and then Alpha Console will be there as well by default, and you can
Indeed.
just locate the folder that you need to put in the decal files, and then you can just select it. You just need to have a plain decal in game. So yeah, if you select a decal in game, it won't show anymore. That had confused me for quite a while. I thought my bucket mod was not working anymore, but yeah, it was just that I had selected a decal. But they look really nice, so I definitely recommend trying them out. The first time I started using it, I was so excited about having it in game. Like I got attached more to the game again. I wanted to play more again. And I like, no joke, I'm not just like trying to sell this, but I felt like I was playing better because I just wanted to represent the decal.
You're like,
Even
yes!
though no one could see it, but I was more motivated to play the game. The game
one
again.
day, man.
So,
One day we'll have it where everyone can see it.
yeah.
One day we'll get there. We will get there.
It's a journey.
And yes, it will be great. It will be so good the day when that comes. Whether it's a case of they release it so you can do it in like a workshop and people can see it, or it's a thing that we can upload and have it put into the shop. That would be, either way, it would be great. It would be the dream. Yes.
Yep.
Also, I don't even know if we actually posted about this, but we have a VODs channel now. So the UTB VOD channel, that's every stream, every cast, everything, whether it be on this channel or someone else's channel, will get uploaded to there. So if it's cast on someone else's channel, you'll have to give... I do actually have a command for that. Rod. But yeah. Yeah, so if one of our other casters do not have access to the VOD page, then they will need to make one of the creative team one of the, I would say, senior members. That just makes me feel old if I say senior. You're
not the youngest anymore. We can't deny it at some point.
I'm not. No, I'm not the youngest anymore. Yeah, to be fair, I wasn't exactly the oldest either. I'm kind of like in the middle here.
One of 26. the wiser ones.
Yeah. So one of the I'm gonna say I'm senior. Right, one more senior member. So basically me, Longy, Head Start, Maddie, or does Nomi have access?
I think so. At least he should have it, or should get it, because he was trying to get into casting as well. So he will.
Yeah, basically one of us guys, and then we will be able to, as long as you give us editor rights to your channel, your personal channel, we can then download the VOD and then upload it to the YouTube VODs channel, and then everybody can catch up on that stream if they miss it, because if you're not a Twitch affiliate or Twitch partner, your VODs get deleted after 7 days.
Yeah, I mean, by now we have extended that for a bit, but still they get deleted at some point. And it's just nice if you remember you had a really nice match. For example, the match where Godfathers won LOS Champs Tier 4, we have that on the VOD channel now. Yes. Since that was a crazy series.
Yes.
And then it's just nice to have the opportunity to watch it back whenever you want, and then not only the 14 days after.
Yeah. Indeed. Choo choo. I just got us. Yep, you guys got us another emote. So those part of the hype train, and have fun with your new emote. Woo! But yes, yeah, that is a thing now. But I did highlight it, so I think that stays on the channel for longer because it was a highlighted stream.
Ah, yeah, true.
I just didn't highlight the interviews.
Still, it's nice to have them all in one place.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, that is. It was such a hype stream, and yeah, it was unreal. It was absolutely unreal. Kind of how. That's pretty much all I've written down before we get to the interviews. Is there anything else you would like to talk about before we get to the interviews?
I think so far we've touched on everything that I can think of,
No,
and I'm excited.
Maddie reminded me. I did kind of look at it, acknowledge it, and I didn't say it because I knew we need to get to it. Highlight videos. The monthly montage is making a grand return. Yes, it is making a grand return. When did you say? Was it the 20th of the month? Something like that. Some point is the cutoff.
We have the process going and running again that you can post your best clips in the highlights channel.
Yeah,
and then Maddie will scrape them from there and put them all together. The videos will change from the last few highlight videos. Since I was working on them and then also sell it, but it's very time intensive and.
Yep.
But we still want to offer you guys something to be present on the channel and to show off. And that's why we decided to bring it back. And
it won't be rubbish. It'll be It just won't be to the same extent. But we would rather we don't it's nice to have the production value. I think it would be nice to have the production value for the best of the year. That'll probably be something that we'll discuss as a team at a later point. But I think, when we do here's the best clips of the year, I think is when we'll actually put in the most amount of effort and be like, cool, here's our actual, boom, this is us. Rather than just here's the monthly funny clips and whatnot. But yeah, I think, so the monthly ones will just be here's your best clips, shove it together, put it in music. Whereas I think the best clips of the year, we'll probably reach out and be like, can I have replay files so we can make cinematic shots and things like that? We'll definitely try and put a bit more effort into those ones, just so then it's only a once a year kind of thing. So, this was the best clip of January. Cool. Can I have your replay clip? I can edit that down in January and then just slowly add the clips in and make the process a lot easier rather than making someone, work 10, 11 days per month straight trying to edit down a video for the month. It's quite a lot of work. So yeah, they're going to just be, they're still going to be of a standard, but they're just not going to be to the highest of standards, just because we want to just show off what the community has been able to do.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's if you like clips, then it's gonna be enjoyable because it will just be a compilation of clips. So it's not less entertaining in any ways. It's just that the focus is more on the clips themselves and on the players now again, and not on the editing part. And I think that's also just fair.
Yeah, and we'll take clips from all ranks. Like if you're a bronze player and you hit something that you thought was quite cool, we'll still take it. Just don't feel like you have to compare yourself to the people that are hitting those insane ceiling shots or wall pinches or whatnot. But if you as a player think that was one of your best shots you've done, then submit it. We'll still take it because this is more of this is what the community have put together rather than this is just the best plays from the best players in UTB. It's no, this is what the community collectively have done. So yeah, if you're a bronze player and you pull off a good shot that you think was cool just for your rank, we'll still take it. It's not a problem.
And it's more of a representation of what's happening in the community, more than a ranking the best players and the best clips. It's just
exactly
everyone can be on there and in there. So yeah, it's really nice.
A cardboard 4. Yes, we'll take cardboard 4s, because they're the best. Love them. We absolutely love them.
So I mean, for them, it's even more impressive. If a cardboard 4 hits a flip reset or something like that, that is even that should be more impressive than sell it, boring ass sell it. Just going for another triple flip reset in game. Yeah. Who cares? Right?
Oh yeah,
seen it all.
And
seen
the plastic.
It all before.
You can't forget about the plastic cup 7s as well. They're the next best. Love them. They're great. They are absolutely great. I don't even know if. The interviews are not going to be in any particular order, just depending on when players are available. But because I have two of the captains here, we'll start with you guys. So, obviously, yes, Longy with V3. We'll start with you, just to see what your aspirations for this year are. Like, what kind of tournaments are you guys playing in? Where do you kind of want to see yourself by the end of the year? And we'll look back on this in January next year, see where you are, and see if your hopes line up, as it were.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so I'm hyped to still be playing with my guys, Salad and Cyclant. Last season we've played Rival Rush, so I think we're the only team to represent UTB in the Rival Rush series, since it's Germany based, and Germany, Austria, Switzerland, and we have a full German speaking squad. So therefore, last season Rival Rush, we were in tier 6 in Division 6, and the first two places advanced, and we got third, of course. And yeah, therefore, that hurt a little bit, but still, I mean, our focus was just to have fun and to play the game every now and then. So it's not too big of a deal.
Yeah. But as like a first time attempt, that was. I'd say, be happy with that as a first time attempt of being in Rival Rush, getting third in that bracket.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's something that we can build up on. It's a solid first step, and I mean, we have the qualifiers coming up next week, I think. So I think starting on February 2nd, we're gonna have the qualifiers, and there we will have a chance to advance in divisions as well. So we will try and aim for Division 5. Let's see whether we can make it or not. And yeah, Division 5 would be cool, but if not, we're gonna have Division 6, and then our goal is definitely to advance this time around. But yeah, like first of all, I'm just looking forward to play with the guys again and be on track again.
Do you have any other tournaments that you're looking forward to maybe trying out, or are you just going to stick with Rival Rush for now?
We're just gonna stick with Rival Rush. As said, I mean, Cycland is a very busy man. He has a lot of projects on the side, be it work, be it university. He's very busy, and then of course, yeah, I am also quite busy in my personal life and work and study life. So we're just gonna stick it to. We're gonna keep it with Rival Rush, because I really like the format as well. So I'm not even trying to get any other tournaments in. I mean, if we see some weekly thing, or just like one-time events happening and we are all free, then we're gonna try and join. But that's not the focus.
Fair enough. I'm trying to ping any of the Godfathers to see if they're around. I also had another question in my mind, but it's kind of escaped because you answered like half the questions that I was going to ask at the same time.
Yeah, my bad.
That's fine. But yeah. Let's see. I mean, you know, I could ask you what's the story behind your name. As I said, this is like your third iteration of your team now. So that's kind of like the team name, because you obviously didn't want to be known as UTB main team, because, you know, it felt a little bit off, wouldn't you say? Like, yeah.
Yeah, true. Like we don't spend too much time on improving and like being up there. So it did not feel correct to just call ourselves main team anymore. So we changed it to V3. And as you said, it's the third team on UTB that I'm playing in, so it's V3, and we're 3 players, and 3 is just a nice number, you know. It's always like short and nice. V3, easy.
Yeah. Yeah, so you met Cyclone through your university league,
Yeah,
wasn't
exactly.
it?
Through a uni league, yeah.
Yeah. So, was that just a coincidence that you kind of met just randomly, or was it actually like you knew him before that kind of thing?
No, I met him through the university league. So I was playing for the University of Würzburg, which is a German city. And the first few seasons, I did not even play with him. It was two different players. It was Stöpsel and Neo. And yeah, at some point, Cyclone came in as he was the sub for a whole time, but then at some point he stepped in as a main player. So we played together in a league, and I really liked playing with him because he's really chill and the fun guy, and I don't know, it's just nice to be around him. It's like you can be yourself. There's no pressure coming from his side or anything like that. So it's really cool to have him around. And when he told me that he's actually he would be down to play more leagues and play competitively more besides University League, and on the other side, Salad and I were losing Nomi. We were looking for a third, and yeah, I feel like it was a perfect time for him to have said that and for be looking for a new player. So we just added him, and also Cyclone and Salad clicked immediately, and we've also met all of us in real life already, and also there we just had a great time. So we're also just three friends, I would say, playing the game. So it's really nice. And as said, we don't push too far at the moment since our private lives are kind of busy. So yeah, it's just nice to play every now and then with them and try to see where it goes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there we go. Oh. Salad timing out Nick. Wow.
Thing.
Woo! Right, there we go. Just pinging all the Godfathers, being like, "Yo, are any of you guys around yet?" But whilst they're kind of scrambling around, sorting themselves out, I will move straight back onto Kuro here with your team. So, see, you were talking about still being looking for players and things like that. Like, what is kind of your goals for this year as a team, as it were?
For sure, definitely building a proper base, finding like the full squad that I'm comfortable with, build up that chemistry, try scrims, practice, play some off tournaments, building a good base before rushing into anything specific. That we originally were going to try to push into some leagues as well, but I feel like building a base after a little bit, building the base should be our priority at the moment. Especially with, of course, one of my older players retiring, really throwing some hassle into it. So building a base is definitely step one. Once we've done that, we'll definitely start looking into a few leagues for off tournaments as well. For the rest, I currently, as of current standards, I would I'd have about 2 real main players here, and 1 substitute that can help us out sometimes in the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
So I am still definitely open for looking for a main player.
Yep, and a main player and a sub, yeah.
A main player and a sub. It's always handy to have
yeah,
enough in case someone goes on holiday or someone can't make it and that stuff.
Sure. Well, it took the Godfathers no time at all. They're already in the waiting room now, so they're like, "I'm here, I'm here, I'm here." I did
say my bit in the beginning as well, so it's just a bunch of repeat.
Yep. All right, let's get both Adiji and Keitho in as well. The Godfathers. Well, 2 of the 3 Godfathers, because Ray is currently doing something else. But yes, boys. Yes, we're obviously talking about your success from last season in Lost Champs, which was an absolute performance and a half. That was like the hype was real behind that. Like,
we will call it plan in brackets.
But yeah, like, how did you feel last season and just last year in general went for you as a team?
I feel like the transition into UTB, this is our first full season here. I feel like it's gone really well. Love the support that we have here. And now we're starting to improve, pushing up into the higher tiers. So we just have to see how that goes now.
So
Yeah, I
yeah,
would agree that the UTB thing is definitely very good for us. Also, the performance last season, I think the result was good. Performance could have been improved, right? You don't really need the stress of a reverse sweep when you can just win earlier. It's
for sure,
really
for sure.
Efficiency.
But no, I think it's good. We've moved up the circuit level now, so we will see how we do. So now it's GC2 to GC3, no longer GC1.
Nice. That's what we like
think
to
will
see.
be fine.
We like to
We
see the
expanded
improvements.
the roster as well.
Yes.
Indeed, yeah. I have noticed that you have taken on Slashy, and the name is truncated for me, so I can't see the other person's name. Yeah, like the name is gone. I can't see it because I'm in streamer mode, so the name is gone. But yes, yeah. How they two as players, like how are they fitting into your team? Do they kind of fit your ethos, as it were, like as a team, or do they still need a little bit of still need a little bit of work?
I'd say not 100% there yet, but there's potential.
Yes,
I mean, it's good to play with Kegsy because he's actually someone that I went to school with as well. So that's good there for me, and it's just been Slashy on board with us now.
Yeah, I think it's obviously if you have a team that's played together for a season or something, you need a bit of practice, but else it's all good.
Yeah. So obviously, with the disappearance now of Lost Champs, what are your guys' plans for this year? Like, what tournaments are you looking forward to trying to go into and things like that? Like, what are you hoping to get out of this year?
We have already signed up for the next seasons of Royalty Series in both 2s and 3s, which I believe starts late March. I can't remember the date off the top of my head, but we'll have that coming up soon. Slashy's good at knowing what different circuits and events are going on, so we're maybe looking into, is it RSC or something like that? I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah.
The Royalty Series is going to be our big one. Well, that's one we're already signed up for, so...
Solid. Like, so yeah, so that, is that like the main one that you're kind of focusing on, or are you just kind of seeing what this year kind of brings? Like, are you looking for new tournaments that are like literally just being created this year, or are you more focused on the established kind of tournaments?
I mean, I'd say a bit of both, really. I mean, it's good because we used to play Royalty Series. We know how it works there. But it would also be good to try to find new paths. And I'm always open into looking into what else we can do.
Yeah, indeed. Like, yeah. Because new tournaments is definitely a thing, because, you know, playing against the same players every single season, you start to learn how they work, and it just probably will get a bit boring for you guys, just always
Turns
playing
into
against...
scrim.
Yeah. But it's like, it's fine to scrim against them every now and again, but when it's like, yeah, you're playing against them every single season, it's a bit like, yeah, you probably want a bit of variety. So yeah, it's definitely, obviously, if we as a team like spot any, like if you guys spot any things as well that you think other players might be interested in, just give us a bell. But we'll obviously try and keep you guys as well posted with any tournaments that we come across in the
yeah, definitely. And as we have the competition lists on the Discord as well, so definitely worth a look whether there's any upcoming tournaments or leagues that might be right for you.
We will look if we can sweep something. Like, we just look and we're like, we want to win this, and then we.
You look at him like, we can beat all these players. Let's do it. Yeah.
No, don't look at the players. Just sign up because you're like, I want to win. That's the fun of it, for me at least. Not signing up to get second place.
That's the mentality we like.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you had some. You have the experience now how it works winning a league. So now you can just do that with all the leagues you're playing, right?
Of getting second place, I swear. The 2 circuits we played before, we were second place in both.
Yeah.
The
I
first
feel
one
you,
we
though.
played
I feel you.
But now,
was game 7, overtime, 3-minute overtime, game 7, and then second place. That hurt.
yeah,
Especially when a disconnect was in there somewhere.
I think was that me that casted that match?
No,
that was before UTB.
Oh, was it
Adam
before
disconnected
UTB?
in the final.
Oh,
on the
no.
game. Yeah.
So I respawned in overtime and blocked the rotation on the respawn.
And then we lost.
That sucks.
That's crazy. That's unfortunate. But still, I've addressed that earlier, and I think that's a really cool thing about you guys, or just what I kind of get from your vibes is that you've had so much experience, you've had downfalls as well. But I love that you're just like keeping it up, playing together, just keeping up the vibes, looking for opportunities, looking to improve and everything. So that's really inspiring. I think Godfathers are like one of the most self-organized, but then also like just improving and growing teams, and it's really, really fun to watch and keep track of that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure. It's always it's quite a joy just to see you guys play, because you're such a tight knit friend group. Like you get along with each other quite well, and you seem to also
make it seem like that.
Make it seem like that anyway.
Say, don't ever record our voice comms, please.
Oh yeah.
No.
Don't look into the voice comms, please.
I don't think.
Totally chill. Very nice to my friends.
It's all smiles over here.
Oh yeah, definitely, for sure.
I feel like the definitely most impressive thing that I see from my teammates, from Adam and Ray from the last circuit, is the ability for us to say, "You suck," take it, and then change what we're doing and not get it personal. Like I think that's the one that both of them have. That it's not very common that you can tell them you fuck this, and it's not a personal attack. It's purely okay. We need to change how we play.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
I think that's
super
also
valuable.
facilitated like the comebacks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, 'cause that's the thing with, I feel like a lot of players seem to struggle with, is when, someone gives them criticism, they take it to heart too much, and it's just like, I'm trying to help you, but sometimes, some players are, the way some people work is that everything seems to be so direct. It's like, do this, do that, you suck, come and do this. It's just like, don't take it to heart, just adapt to it, and just be like, cool, if everybody thinks that, this is not working, maybe I need to actually do something about it, rather than whinge and moan and be like, but you're being mean to me and doing it. It's like, just don't take it to heart and just do it. And it seems like you guys have kind of got that together.
That did happen when we got to the final as well. I don't like that's what made us do the reverse sweep. It was me. Keto gave me a little telling off, and then we're all good.
But no, I screamed at the collective, but I have to admit, like, also for the telling off, right? It's not always that like the telling off is nice as well. I have to, from my own experience, I'm not like there's information in there, but a constructive criticism would sound different. So I'm very impressed with them taking it well.
That's really great to hear, though.
Sometimes
really
it's just a little poke that you need. It's like, short and sweet is better than just being like openly saying, like, giving the full explanation. Like, you don't have time for that. You just need to say, you suck, fix this, go. Because like you have seconds to kind of react to it. So So, like, how long have you guys kind of been, like, playing together as a team? Like, how did you first meet each other?
So, Adam and I have been playing, we met, like, we're closing in on, like, 5+ years of playing video games together.
More. I'd say more now.
Yeah, because we played
probably
Overwatch,
about 7.
Yeah. So we've been basically playing Rocket League and we've been past Overwatch and now Rocket League for ages together. And then Ray is somebody in like a past setup for where we scouted for new players. He joined for a tryout, and because he plays pretty competitive handball. He's really good at like the entire team and taking criticism and stuff. We recruited him off of that. And then that sort of just stuck because we went through different iterations of third people, and we had some really good ones. But for example, I think we saw him in the finals on the chat. Daniel is great supporter, great dude, but he's American, so we had some ping issues.
Oh yeah.
And time difference issues, like scheduling a circuit in EU when the guy is American and has to work is obviously just a nightmare for him.
Yeah.
So it's trial and error to then get to like a constellation where you're like, wow, this functions really well.
So why Godfathers as the name?
Oh, that's on me.
Right, so a lot of people hear that and then they say, "Oh yeah, of course, I've got Italian background." But no, it's actually Daniel that come up with the name.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
Yeah, it was more like we need a name, and we didn't want to just make it a joke because we were like the joke is gonna be funny for one season, and then we're gonna regret making that the team name. So that, and then the entire mafia thing, right, with the movie and stuff. You laid the movie, and it's a cool atmosphere. So like, let's go with that. That's mostly the source of it.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I like the name. It's really cool.
Thank you.
Do you have any other questions? Yeah, I don't have any more questions. I can't think of any off the top of my head. Do either of you two have any questions for the Godfathers?
No.
Not really, no.
Adam, you want to ask yourself a question or what?
No, I had to think about it. I had to give it some thought.
You're like, Adam, why are you so good at the game? Oh, thank you for that question. Well,
I can disagree.
Well,
no, some days I'm like, I can compete high 1500 in twos, and then next day I'm a champ two. It's like there's no middle ground.
I know how that feels.
And that's the classic Rocket League experience, I'd say.
Yeah, I know exactly how that feels.
One thing we can say from Godfather's perspective in general is ranked is going well. We're going up. We just need to fix your rank, Adam, and then we're all good.
It's just consistency, and I need to know when to stop playing.
Yeah, I get that.
That's the big issue. But no, it's also like with the rank difference, right? If you play with your teammate and you have a higher starting rank in the season, then you play the higher rank, but you don't actually get up because you're playing the higher rank. So you need to get significantly higher to get where you want to be and stuff. That's also tough for him. So, like, for example, he's in GC1. I'm at 1610, and he can't like go to 1500 because we would have to hit GC3.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
be a bit tough.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem that Salad and I had for a long time. Me sitting at like somewhere high GC1, and he was like ranking down more and more, just because together we were then losing, and I was playing by myself again, ranking back up, and then he came back, and that's when he ended up being C1. And I mean, have you seen that guy play? That's not a C1, but
yeah,
I've actually never seen Salad play.
Oh, you should. You should watch.
I've heard that he's pretty good mechanically.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we had a scrim before the RLCS qualifiers.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I mean, yeah, Keto weren't there for that. It was pretty even. But then we started to rotate our roster because we didn't really know how to play it with them, because Slashy and Kegsy were both there. We're still experimenting.
Yeah, I get that. That's a good opportunity to do so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. I shall ping Nick to see if he's around to chat now.
Well, then, if you have nothing else, thank you for your time.
Indeed.
Thank you for your time.
Well, gladly.
And yeah, always great to have you around. And yeah, looking forward to your next matches and endeavors. Yeah. Thank you
very much. Have a lovely evening, guys.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Nice. Yes. And name. Sure.
That guy.
Right. Yes. Oh, Half-Blood made an appearance. Hello. How life?
I have blood.
I have blood.
So we have them here. We have them here.
Right. Yeah, here. Let's get them in. Boop, boop. Nick and Nomi.
Oh my god, wait, I'm hearing double. Okay, there we go.
Yes, I was gonna say mute the stream so you don't get too overwhelmed by that. Yes. welcome to the interrogation room. No, I'm
Yes.
joking.
Oh, yes.
Joking. But yes, as a yeah, well, we'll start off with the last year. Talking about that. So Nick first with Heartbreakers, and what were you in before? Something else before? I can't remember what the other team was before that now. But yes, but, yeah,
Was it depression?
probably yeah.
That was depression, yes.
Yeah, but yeah. So how was your thoughts about last year? Like, how did it go for you as a team/personal thing? That's really bad wording. I'm sorry.
Well, I think we came in, met with UTB like midway through the year. I think about May, maybe June. Where Loggy gave us an opportunity to join UTB and put UTB in front of our name. Obviously, we agreed because there wasn't really a reason not to. So we started as Depression, but we were a good team. I think did we go undefeated that first season? No, we lost the first game, and then we went undefeated until playoffs, where we lost in the semis? Question mark.
Something like that. I think.
Basically, the other guys were not like very interested in Rocket League anymore, and to be honest, neither was I. So I wanted to try something new. So I decided to disband the team because they weren't gonna continue playing on their own. So yeah, I'd start looking for a new team. Got into Heartbreakers with Maddie and Payne. I think it was Reason. Yeah, Reason as a sub. I think we had a good season. It started off a little iffy. I think we lost. Did we lose? Bro, my memory is fucked.
Yeah, I think
You can tell us anything, bro. Don't worry.
Yeah, I think in terms of the initial placements, I think you lost.
We got first. We got first in that season, but I don't know if we lost the game.
I think you technically did because I think the first week result you didn't upload, so it gave you the forfeit.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that's why I'm
True, I
confused.
remember that, yeah.
Okay, yeah, but we didn't lose.
So, yeah, no, you didn't lose, but
You almost
because
got banned, actually.
neither team uploaded, you both got the forfeit. So
Yeah. Yeah, and then I think we didn't do too great in playoffs.
got to third.
So again, was trying to find something else at the end. Then the invitational came up. Oh no, the first invitational we actually won as Heartbreakers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of swept.
Yeah, we were really strong. Dropped I think one game, and that's about it. So yeah, after that it was a little bit. What's the word? Skew with. Is that a good word?
Yeah. Went a bit wonky. Yeah.
Yeah, a
We'll
bit
go.
wonky. So yeah, I announced that I was gonna just look for something else again because I just wanted to keep, I guess, networking and just finding like not the perfect team, but like people I like completely gel with. But then the second invitational came up right after we kind of broke apart. So Payne still asked me because he left to still do the invitational. But we needed a new teammate ASAP. So the first person I thought of was Salad, because me and Salad have played ranked before with the two of us. And I think we have good chemistry, so I asked him to play the threes as well, which he gladly wanted to do. So we played the Invitational. It was literally our first time playing together as the three of us.
You did pretty well for with it being your first time playing together. You did pretty well with it.
For the first time, it was okay. Yeah, I think our placement at the end was not very good, but I mean, it didn't really matter at that point.
You got third. That's not bad for first time tournament.
Did we get third?
Yeah,
I think we did.
You got third place.
Yeah.
Oh, then I'm not complaining. So yeah, we kind of just thought we were having fun. We were laughing, and we think we gelled pretty well. So we just stayed together since then. Asked Nomi to be the sub because Nomi didn't have that much time to play. So yeah, since then we've rebranded, I guess.
Yeah,
and going strong now.
Indeed. Yes,
So.
with the new team, your interesting choice of name.
Can I get a pronunciation for both of you? Nick really wants to hear it.
I already did.
Yeah, but I wasn't there in the beginning of the
He
stream.
was busy copying Nightbot's messages, you know.
Oh my god.
Boo. Sorry, yes, I need to
Come on,
also
bud.
acknowledge Twinkie and Devota. Thank you for the follows as well. Much appreciated. Yes, we're doing good. We're just doing some player interviews right now. But yes, it was. Hang on, because my Discord has kind of made it small. I need to actually get it up. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you heard, but apparently Google Docs doesn't like the first word, but seems to be okay with the second word. And I'm like, neither of them are real words. But the second word is like, yeah, there's no spelling issues with that. But the first word there is. I'm like, what? But yeah.
I love it.
Tell me the
So
logic
random.
behind that.
There is no logic. That's the thing. Basically, we needed a name, and nobody wanted to come up with one. So Salad basically just went on ChatGPT and was like, "Find us a name with UTB in it that's completely random." And then he was like, "Oh yeah, that's a funny name." And yeah, we all agreed and just took it.
Yeah,
So
with your Glurfnog Jorbeldonk.
I like the name. The more random, the better.
Yeah.
But as said, I feel like it flows quite well. I mean, you could have gone completely mayhem and yeah, make it very difficult for the casters. But I feel like Glurfnak Jorbledonk is just it flows. I mean, if you have it in you, like if you have said it a couple of times, if you have pronounced it a couple of times, then it's not a problem anymore. So good job on doing that.
We already have two pronunciations. We have Jorbeldonk and Jorbledonk. I love it.
Yeah, but don't forget, one of us is German, so it's obviously going to read it slightly differently.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
That's true. Yeah,
it.
It sounds different in every language. Like the pronunciation of the team name will change. Depending on the language you talk.
Exactly. But
It's
yes.
an adaptive team name. Nice.
Exactly.
It's up to your own interpretation.
Yep.
We love that.
Exactly. That's how we roll here. But yes. So, bringing us on to this year, what is your goals for this year, and what kind of tournaments are you guys signing yourself up to?
We've played the first two qualifiers of RLCS. Mostly just to gain the experience and just improve as a team in like a match format. They both went okay, not necessarily good, but not necessarily bad either. We've come up against a couple teams that I feel like we should have beaten but didn't. But at the same time, we also beat teams that we shouldn't beat but did. So maybe a little bit of inconsistency there. We are currently signed up to the Royalty Series
Okay.
as the full squad, and We're doing the 2v2 Rocket Sunday circuit as well, with myself, Salad, and Nomi. So that's basically the plan. Just keep grinding. I think we have a different sort of playstyle that we're working on, which if we can like improve it or even perfect it at some point, then it will be very hard for other teams to actually get a read on us.
Mm-hmm.
But for now we're kind of inconsistent, so it's a bit tough at times to beat teams that we should be beating.
Yeah, but sometimes having the inconsistencies can work in your favor because you become a bit more unpredictable. It just depends on what those inconsistencies are, whether it's something that you need to actually, iron out and just like, cool, we need to actually deal with this problem, or, ooh, this is a fun thing we can keep up our sleeve kind of thing. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I will probably touch up on the inconsistencies in a bit when we get to that. Because as I have been a sub, I have also been unwillingly promoted to coach. So
Yeah.
That is
all
awkward.
right. Yeah, so I'm also sub/coach, and recently I've been watching, especially the latest RLCS run, which they did very well in. But there was a few things I noticed, so yeah, I'm also going to be taking that role because they're usually always around. So it makes more sense for me to like jump into the coaching role a little bit, especially since I'm not playing with them.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Logan, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. But yeah, so obviously since you've now taken up that kind of a role, you mostly kind of almost, I wouldn't say becoming team manager because that's more of Nick's thing, correct?
Yeah.
Correct.
So you're kind of like just dealing with more of the actual team logistics rather than here's the signing up, making sure we're in the right place at the right time. You're just okay, what as a team can we do kind of coach. That's kind of like the my words are just not, my brain's just not braining right now. Yeah, so you're kind of, would you say you're more focusing on being a coach rather than a sub, or you're kind of doing sub with coaching capabilities? Like, what's your kind of role here?
Yeah, the thing is that they don't really need a sub because most of the time they are always around. The scheduling works fine. It's not like we have too many games per week, so it works out unless someone's like last week Pain was gone, but other than that, like it's all good. So I thought, and it kind of just happened because I was sometimes also in the call with them while they were playing, that I just started looking at the replays and stuff and them playing live. So I could, and also had a little bit of experience with coaching before. With back in the Illusional days from the old Indie Gaming League, if someone remembers that, shout out. That's where I kind of took on that role where I did the same with Illusional because I kind of stepped down from sub to coach position and just went with them till their last moment as a coach. It did work. They did become better, but yeah, time restraints and real life stuff meant that, that stopped as well.
So whilst I've also got you here, Nomi, when's the first Nomi cast coming?
Oh shit.
That is such a good question.
Nah,
When's
I
the
don't
first
know actually. We still need to have that little session tie where we go through stuff, but yeah, right now is exam season, of course, so as Longy knows as well, we're a bit busy, but yeah, we will also probably get some more matches going with royalty series and other stuff that we have signed up for, so there will be probably some stuff for me to cast as well, and probably co-cast as well. I would love to co-cast some stuff.
As I said, just shove me a message and we'll book a session in and see what we can kind of do, as it were. Whether it be, focusing mainly on just being co-casting or actually taking over and doing your own thing. Like we can sort something out.
Yeah,
that'll be
for sure.
Thing. Yeah, that is.
Definitely.
Do you guys, Longy or Kura, do you have any further questions? I think
we touched upon the most important points. We know the roles of everyone on Eurobladonk now, so that's good to know. No, I'm really excited. I really like the combination of you guys, because I mean, I love my boy Salad, and also you, Nick, and Payne. I've played with a couple of times, and it's really fun playing with you. So you're such a high energetic, fun team. And it's really exciting to watch you guys play, and so yeah, I'm really looking forward to see what's next and to be part of it.
Yes, sir. We do.
And also with Nomi behind the back, I mean, Nomi's just goated, so
yeah,
he'll just make it better.
Thank you.
Absolute goat.
Did you touch on the year in review for the other teams like Entropy and stuff, or do you just
Yes, Entropy was the thing. Yeah. If you
let's get Payne in here.
That was last year as well.
Can we get Payne in here? Can we get Payne in here, please?
Payne could get in here, to be honest. He is available.
Sure.
I think we should
get
Payne
last
in
year
here.
still. It feels like that is ages ago. I think we've talked about that in other press conferences already, right?
Yeah, I think I can't even. When was the last press conference?
No one remembers them.
Was that one that? Oh, I must have casted it on my channel, so I'd have to go.
That was in July. Me and you casted Ty.
Yes, you have a better memory than I do. Great, cool. July. So yeah,
Well,
Entropy was
short.
just.
If you don't want to get Payne, I'll just give a short TLDR then. Is Entropy was a team with me, Payne, and Reason. Oh wait.
Oh wait.
He's in here now.
Oh, he's here. He's here.
He's here.
Oh hell!
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, Payne, you take it away.
Talk about Entropy.
What about Entropy?
Yes.
Should I recap
Just a
my
year in
whole
review.
because it started even earlier.
No, well.
Because I
Uh-huh.
joined like at the beginning of January. I joined with Chromie and Reki back in time.
Mhm.
It was even with you, Nick.
I wasn't there. Okay.
You were.
You excluded me from this server. I'm just saying.
Damn.
Did we?
This is some
yes.
spicy details.
But
This is some
Oh.
spicy.
You just
Spicy.
asked me to sub, and then I suddenly turned into a main player while having no idea what I was playing. And you didn't even invite me to the server, man.
That's crazy.
that was Chromie's responsibility back in time.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
However, yeah, we joined with Ilma. But unfortunately we disbanded in the end because Reki and Chromie didn't have the time no more. So I was kinda looking for a new team. And if I remember correctly, didn't I join up with Crapon and
Yes.
Lenny.
last year
Yeah.
for only events?
Yep.
hmm
Yeah. And we did kinda okay as far as I remember.
Man,
It was a lot of fun.
that was ages ago. I'm trying to remember back.
Yeah.
That
I'm
was
trying
this
to
year,
remember
though, that's
too.
crazy.
I remember.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it was last year. It's crazy. Yeah.
Crazy, yeah. A lot of stuff happened. Yeah, then we disbanded too because of time issues,
Mm.
like it always is. Then I formed Entropy with the glorious Nomi and Reason.
Oh my. Also known as Red Bastards United.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you the word on this one, Nomi. You can.
Yeah, so Entropy, just to make it short for you guys, was the absolute shit show that was spawned from me leaving the main team because, time and stuff and, some reasons. Yeah, Pain and Reason, they were looking for a team. It was like, oh, let's try these guys. Biggest mistake of my life. I'm just kidding. It was fun. We actually, even though the games were chaotic as hell and absolute shit show all the time, the Reason and Pain, they were really fun, and the games were goofy to say the least. So we went through LOS and everything, all smiles and everything, and then it ended basically because of me, because I didn't really. I suddenly had to take a break for a month or two, yeah. So that's where it led to Heartbreakers forming, and now we're here.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. Yeah, so that's... Yeah, I don't know what else to add on to that, because that was... Yeah, I can't even remember half of what happened last year, to be honest, because so much changed last year with teams changing and league
lot of roster
changes
changes.
and everything. Is just like that. It was quite a lot to try, and I really should be making notes every single time we do a thing. But I keep forgetting. So I'm like, yeah, I should do this, because we run the press conferences a couple of times a year, and I just kind of like forget about it. Yeah.
No, it's great. I really like Payne's story because he's went through so many teams and got to meet so many people, and also Nick, kind of similar, had different teams already, and now they land together with Salet, who has been like on the same roster, like he's been playing with me forever. So it's also good that he gets some fresh air to breathe. And as said, I'm really looking forward to what's to come.
Same here.
Indeed.
Yeah, indeed.
Oh, appreciate having the chat, guys. And I have no more questions.
No more questions.
No more questions. No questions, please. But yeah. Yes.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much
Appreciate
for your
guys.
time. Enjoy and see you
Yes.
around.
See ya.
Enjoy. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you, boys. Bye bye. Bro, Payne.
There we go.
Get out of here.
I was about to drag him out. I was like, get out of here.
Same.
Yes. That's the wrong tab. I need to open this one up. But yeah. Yeah, so we pretty much covered everything, I think.
Yeah, that's all the teams that we bring into this year. Yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting to see all those tiers perform and play and pick up the casting again. We have multiple casters, right? We have Utai, we have Silver Owl, we have Kuro, we have Nomi now wanting to try out. We have me. We also have Slashy on the side, who seem to be interested in casting. So yeah, lots of opportunities for our teams to actually be shown on this stream. So that's really nice, and I'm looking forward. And of course, we'll see what the year will bring, and we'll see what opportunities we'll have, and what other players or teams may form or join. Yeah,
Indeed.
it's exciting.
Final remark. Where do you see UTB as a whole this time next year?
This time next year.
What would you like to see UTB as a whole achieve? Like, what are some goals you'd like to see us try and get? Like, or maybe some, like, in terms of, like, members or teams or things like that. Like, what kind of things are you hoping to try and achieve by next year?
Yeah, I mean, I guess teams come and go, but as a number, I mean, I was really happy, like, seemingly going into the season with 5 teams. I really like that number. So yeah, being around 5 to 6 teams consistently would be really, really cool, and I think we have the capacity to actually deliver that as well. Then as for the cast, I mean, I'm so happy that we have so many people. So I think we can get most of the matches also casted, which is really, really cool for the players as well, and I hope that will continue, and I see that also continuing. In terms of UTB Invitational, I think we will grow. I expect us to have more interested teams to join the Invitational. I don't want to put pressure on the prize pool, because I feel like eventually, if we set the goal, then it will just come out of our own money, our own pockets.
Yeah.
So I don't want to put the pressure on that, but there's definitely going to be more teams interested, and also like collaborating with other orgs, they will bring the traffic to UTB, and I think we will grow. The Discord server will grow in members, which happened due to the invitationals pretty much, but also just general with just players bringing other players on the Discord. So yeah, I think we will be even bigger. Let's say 5 to 6 teams. That would be really nice, and of course, it would be really cool to have the invitationals pulled through consistently, bi-monthly.
Yep.
So yeah, that's what I'm hoping for, and yeah, of course, more output on social media, YouTube, especially. And yeah, but I mean, the most important part, of course, let's not forget about that, is that we are still the same guys having the same amount of fun and having the same great times together as always.
Indeed, yeah.
And yeah, I'm looking forward to the next year and the next seasons.
Indeed, yeah. Like, another thing I forgot to mention, game nights. That is also going to be making a return properly some point in the year. I don't want to say when, just because we're going to need to try and do some planning, but we need to try and find out what people will be interested in doing in terms of what games people actually have and are willing to play, things like that, and just like general availability. It's not like this day is I can do this day I can do that date I can do that. It's like just a general availability of things, like what time on a Saturday or a Sunday would be best, or it could be midweek, but generally weekends tend to work better for people, things like that. So that is something that we're going to try and bring back, just so we get everybody chilling, playing with each other, because that is ultimately what we want to try and foster, is a community that are happy to play with people that are the lowest ranks in whatever game to the highest ranks in whatever game, just because we want to create fun. We don't want to have stress of people being like, oh, you're not a good enough rank, you can't play with me. Like, no, we want people to just have fun. So yeah, that will be making a return at some point in the near future. Stay tuned. We will talk about that as a team when we, at some point, I need to organize at some point a meeting so we can catch up with everyone, see what they want to do. But yes, that's the thing. But yes, if you're not following us on all the socials, what are you doing with your life? Yes, follow us on all the socials. That is also a thing that I will discuss with you after, is other platforms. But yes, stay tuned on those, and yes.
Stay tuned. Make sure to join the Discord. I guess that's the main source of information.
Indeed.
And yeah.
Hang out with the community, play games, look for players, look for scrims as well. And yeah. We'll see you all in the next stream, whenever that may be. Whenever someone needs us, I guess. But
hopefully soon, but I'm sure. Stay tuned, yeah. And see you around.
Marvel Rivals. If there's enough interest, then I don't see why not. If players want to do that, but you have to persuade the players first to be able to do that. Yes.
Yeah.
Any closing remarks from either of you two?
I'm happy. I'm excited. That's all. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also very excited for the upcoming year here.
Yeah, also just excited, it was on my mind the whole time, just to be around great people, do great things, and have a great time, because that's what I'm enjoying with all of you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, looking forward to it.
Indeed. Looking forward to growing as a team and as a community, looking forward to expanding our skill sets and all those kinds of things. It'd be great to look back on this cast this time next year and just see where we've kind of got to in terms of teams, in terms of just general, what's the word I'm looking for? like awards. I'd say like in terms of like yeah, I'd say awards is probably the best word I can think of right now. Like, obviously we finished last year on an absolute win with Godfathers. So yeah, just kind of that kind of things, and then yeah, just trying to train up new people on various roles with things as well. It'll be great. It'll be great.
Yeah,
And,
gonna be chasing W's.
Indeed. But yes, that is.
How about we raid the real jar?
Yes, he is casting right now. So let's go.
Yeah. I've got it already set up.
Exy, thank you for following, much appreciated. Yes, we're gonna go Reddit jar. He helped us cast the first invitational, so go show him some love and support, because he's also doing some RLCS stuff now, I believe.
Yep, he's up
RLCS.
there casting fast forward in the RLCS.
Yes,
so make sure to leave some love there as well.
Indeed.
Yeah, fellow UTB associate.
So, yep, an honorary UTB member. Indeed. Yes.
Yep.
Good night. And we'll
Have
see
a good
you
one all.
in the next one. Let's do this. Bye.
Bye.